Good morning and happy Wednesday, Canvas Real Estate Miami Lakes team. This is yours truly, Coach, and today I am coming to you live from the friendly confines of my office here with the beautiful park behind me. Um, kind of feeling lonely again. Um, have Iala and Aaron only on the call, but anyway, it's all good. Means that you're all doing business, you're all busy. I don't know if you're busy selling real estate or working on your business, but obviously you're doing something of importance. So anyway, today I have the opportunity of speaking to each and every one of you who are going to be listening to this recording about launching and relaunching your business. So I know many of you perhaps are wondering, well, how do I launch my business, or how could I do a reset? So this is the perfect training for you to review. I'm going to share some thoughts, some ideas as to how to relaunch your business or even how to get your business going. So I'm going to be sharing a presentation. So as I get going here, I'm going to start with a couple of questions. So the first question is, what has kept or hindered the successful launch to your real estate business and career? So what think about, what is it that's held you back from you being not being further along in your real estate business, um, based on what you envisioned when you got your license and what you were told about this real estate business and what it actually is. So that's my first question. Again, what has kept or hindered the successful launch to your real estate business and career? Second question is, what have you learned up to this moment? It's important to evaluate where you're at or learn from your mistakes, or learn, or better said, um, evaluate. Just take what what the lessons that you have encountered and kind of evaluate it. So there's a saying out there that says that the best the best experience, or the best lesson is your past experience. However, the truth of the matter is that evaluated experiences is your best teacher. So you got to evaluate your experiences. And when I talk about experiences, I'm talking even right here, what I'm doing now, what you're doing in listening to my voice, what it is that you have done so far this morning, or what is it that you have done throughout this day? What did you do this past weekend? What experiences? What did you learn? You see, life is about learning. Life is about lessons. Life is about just getting better, doing better, 1% more, or 1% better than yesterday. It's improving yourself overall, and just on that train, and just embark on a life filled with learned experiences. That reminds me of the 6 personal perspectives, and one of them is, and the 6 personal perspectives, that's something that I learned when I was with my previous company. But one of them, of the personal perspectives, is make learning base the foundation of your action plan. Okay, so everything that you do, let it be learning based. Question number 3: What do you need? What are your current needs right now in order to launch your real estate business? In order to successfully launch your real estate business. Or let's not talk about launching your real estate business, about improving your real estate business and career. So what is it that you need? Well, hopefully in this presentation, I may share some ideas, and maybe the light bulb may go off, and you say, wow, I got it. I see what the coach is saying. And at the end, any questions that you have, you know where to reach me. I'm here at the office. You reach out to me between the hours of 2 and 5. This is part 1. And Saturday, I'm going to be doing a workshop on working on scripts, because it's really about preparing your scripts, your dialogues, and sharing about how it is that you're going to implement some of these ideas that I'm going to be sharing. What to do to begin again. These two words, give me a second. These two words have served a purpose for me many times over and over. When I have been in the muck and when I've been stuck, that things are not happening, I've leaned on these two words, begin again. As a matter of fact, many years ago, it was so prevalent to me that that I was going to launch a movement called the Begin Again Movement. And I remember as I was in that mode, that I went to in the Miami Arena. There used to be a restaurant, and now I'm forgetting what the name is. Gloria Estefan was the owner of that restaurant. Aaron, maybe you could help me. What's the name of that restaurant, famous restaurant at the Miami Arena that Gloria Estefan owned? Aaron, you there? All right, never mind. And I remember I was there, and it was just a night, me and the wife. Everybody was around, but they were playing videos, and they allowed people to.
Sorry, sir. My apologies. I
No
couldn't get the
problem.
unmute button.
No problem. Do you remember what the name of that restaurant was in the Miami
No, I
Arena
don't,
by
sir.
Gloria Estefan? They had one
Bongos?
up in, well, Bongos. There we go. Bongos. Bongos
Okay.
Cafe. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
So I was there, and it was party mode, and music was going around, but it was they had a screen where they were playing videos, and it was one of those environments that you're able to chat and put. And I remember myself just putting begin again, the begin again revolution hashtag. And I was so excited. But the whole purpose is, wherever you're at, I want to encourage you to begin again. Okay. That is, if there's anything that you take away from this training today, it is begin again. And those two words, write them down and put them in quotes. Begin again. No matter where you're at in your real estate business, begin again. It's okay. It's okay to reset. And we're going to talk about a couple of those, a couple of those words: reset, relaunch. Okay, but begin again is key, and that goes not only for your real estate business. That goes for any area of your life. Your spiritual walk, your relationships, whatever it is. Begin again. It's okay. You know, the important thing is that you are alive and you're able to begin again. It's never too late. Okay. So keep that in mind. Like I said before, learn from your past mistakes. Now, reevaluate and think about the big why, meaning as to the reason why you started or got into this business. You see, you did not wake up one day and decided, I'm going to become a real estate agent. I could guarantee you, out of the millions of real estate agents, or better said, I'm going to talk about the now and the past and the future. I guarantee that out of the million real over the 1 million real estate agents currently that have a real estate license in this country, and even around the world, now I could probably say a couple million people, or the previous couple of million real estate agents who have worked this real estate business, and the future millions of real estate agents, I guarantee you that you were not born to be a real estate agent. You were born for a purpose. You were born for a reason. And the real estate business is the platform, or is the launching pad for you to fulfill your purpose and your dreams, your vision, the calling in your life. That's what the real estate business is. And that is tied into the big why. The big why needs to be so big that when you're down and out, when things are not going right, when if you happen to be in coaching or been around in coaching and the coach tells you to do something and you say, this doesn't make sense. Why am I doing this? Why am I in this hamster wheel over and over and over and over every day, day in and day out? If you don't have a big why, it's not going to make any sense. So the second thing I want you to take away from this training is, I said the begin again, and now I'm talking about the big why. Why is it that you got your real estate license? There has to be a greater purpose, a greater reason than just driving around, showing properties to people, getting them on the contract, earn a paycheck, whatever the amount is, getting someone into a rental, going on a listing presentation, listing a property, and getting paid. There has to be more than that. The resources and the income is great, but the reason, the main reason, the big why is the most important thing. Now, if you got into this real estate business to make money, more power to you. I'm happy for you. I'm glad, and that's fine. If that's, if that's the only reason why you got into this business, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for myself and for many real estate agents who have built a big business in this career, it's powered by a big one. So keep those two words also in top of mind, the big why, or better said, the three words, the big why. Now, begin again by acquiring a business mindset mentality. This is one of these subjects that when I sit with agents that they just got their real estate license, I could speak from experience, okay, on what I'm going to say. Is you did not just get a real estate license. You were given a license to a business. You are a franchise. You are your own business. Here I have Aaron Ojeda, the Aaron Ojeda business. I have the Ayala Rodriguez business. Who else has joined me here? Carlos Cabrera business. Joel Milian business. Okay. Now, what you want to keep in mind is the following: that you are a part of one organization. So Canvas Real Estate, Miami Lakes Real Estate, and then yourself. You were given a license for a business. Now, the biggest failures that real estate agents have in this business is that they do not look at the real estate career as a business. So if there's one thing that you need to do, and as you listen to me, if there's one thing that you need to change, is the way you look at your real estate career. You need to look at it from the paradigm and from the window as a business. And what do businesses have? Well, businesses have systems. They have uh, uh, they have um, hours, standards, procedures. They run as a business. Okay, so I'm going to get into further detail on that, but keep in mind you have a business and you need to acquire a business mindset mentality. For example, let's talk about money. All of you love money and you like money, and that's the reason, one of the main reasons why you're in this business. So, what's your business budget to invest on your business? Okay, that's a question. How much budget or how much have you budgeted to invest in your business? You see, there's people that are in this business that they don't want to spend any money. They don't want to invest any money. And that's great, because in the real estate career, it is one of the few businesses out there that with less than $1,000 you could open up your business and you could be highly profitable. And as I say, you could basically get your real estate license today. You walk out into the street and you could sell a property of $1 million. You could list a property or sell a property, and you could earn basically $25,000 to $30,000. That is the only business that I know that you could do that. And I'm going to say legal business, because there's other businesses out there. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Okay. But one of the few businesses that you could get in legitimately and earn immediate income is the real estate business. However, for the majority, 99.999999999%, you have to invest in your business. Okay. If you do not invest time and money in your business, then your business will look the same way it looks now. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to look the same. Okay. So here's a couple of items to invest in your business. Business cards, postcards, signage, signs. Okay. You're probably thinking, Coach, that is basic. That's a given. Okay. But here's the key. The importance of the postcards. What type of postcards are you investing in? Signage. What type of signs? I'm talking about, your real estate signs, your listing signs, and number two, your personal open house signs. What I mean by that is your logos. Okay, we're going to talk about that later on. Okay, so your personal open house signs, note cards. You need to invest in note cards, sending notes out, because that is something that's part of this business. Okay, I'm sharing from what I've learned in my 20 plus years. These are things that work and that I've done an investment in my personal business. Number four, any type of branded clothing items or shirts. As you see me, I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to stop sharing. And if you could see me, well, I don't know if you could see me. It's not important. But logo, have your logo shirt, have a realtor shirt, that any clothing item that distinguishes you or identifies you as to what it is that you do. You'd be surprised. You might be somewhere, you're in line, or you're going in and out of businesses, whatever it is, you're in the supermarket having lunch. You never know. Not only that, that gives you the opportunity to showcase what it is that you do for a living. Have somebody's having a conversation. Hey, by the way, about real estate. Hey, by the way, my name is so and so, and I'm a real estate agent. And you point to your logo on your shirt, or you point to what it is that you're wearing. So it's important. Brand, have any type of branded clothing. Um, this year, early on in the year, I went to a printer, and I have these long sleeve shirts that I use when I exercise and as I walk. I don't go to the gym. I used to work out in my home with a treadmill, but for almost a year now, I walk. I do outdoor walking, and I walk my neighborhoods, and I put on my shirt and my cap that says realtor. And believe it or not, yesterday, as I was walking, Yala, you're gonna get a kick of this. I was actually walking in front of Splendido townhomes, and there was a guy in the traffic line, and he said, "El Realto." And I told him, "Yes, the realtor." He said, "Man, I came across you over 10 years ago. How are you?" And I'm doing great. I don't know who the guy is, but the guy remembered me. And because I had my logo shirt and my hat, he probably saw it, hey, a realtor. And when he looked closer, Lord and behold, it was someone that I had dealt with. And so those are the stories. Number 5, domain name. How many of you have registered or have a registered website and a domain name? What I mean about this is that when you register a website and you have a domain email address, in my case is joel@joelmilian.com, or Coach Joel@joelmilian.com, or joel@coachjoelmilian.com, I could take those email with me for anywhere I go. So, I know you're here with Canvas, but it's important that you have a branded website with your name and a branded email address. It looks very professional. Not only that, when you're out there, it gives it, it'll earn you points. When you're out there and somebody asks you for your email address, and you tell them, oh, joel@joelmilian.com, or aaron@aaronojeda.com, or yala@yalarodriguez.com, or Carlos at Carlos I went blank, at carloscabrera.com. That will earn you points, because now they say, man, this person, this person is important, and you're a real estate agent, and who knows, they might keep that email address, and they may remember that, and you just give them your business card. Okay, so that's important. Register, make the investment of registering your domain name with a website, and get an email address. The easiest place to do so, GoDaddy. I've been doing business with GoDaddy for almost 20 years. Okay. Number 6, advertising items for giveaway. Right now I'm looking around my office, so there's not too many things here, but I normally have my little water container, a little notepads, writing pads, title, this one that's Title Logic. Anything to advertise your business, that's an investment. That's a good investment of your resources to grow your business. Number 7, this is huge. Letterheads and envelopes. It's okay if you don't have to actually go to a printer to get letterheads and envelopes, but if you don't have a logo, then you need to create yourself a logo, a business logo, and have some get some good stationery paper and matching stationery from Home Depot, not Home Depot, from Office Depot, Office Max, and use that as your letterheads and envelopes. And, select one that you could use for many years, pick up a couple additional packs. I use one in particular, one that I've been using for, I would say 10, 15 years. It's the same one, and they still have it at Home Depot. And what I do is I put my logo up here, my signature on the bottom, my contact information, and it goes with a matching envelope. Okay, here's the matching envelope. Okay, it's stationary, it's different. Guess what? When this hits the mailbox, it's going to be open because it's different. It's it's not a regular envelope. So invest in your letterheads and envelopes. Okay. So I'm going to pause here for any questions. Do any of you have any questions so far? Preguntas. All right. We'll continue.
Real quick, what do you recommend, since you've done your shirts, whatever, to have printouts on the shirts, etc., so you can have them? Is that
Okay, so repeat your question again.
okay? Where would you recommend to have for your shirts done
Okay.
with the logo? You know,
right, so
have you gone to a certain place where you say,
yeah, so there's
you know,
there's a company out here locally. It's called Embroid Me. They're off in Doral. They're franchise companies. There's a couple of them in town, or just to a local printer. I have a printer that he did my shirts, and you know you could do it online, but I kind of like, to go to a place and speak with the people and, design it. And if there's any corrections that need to be made, we work at it together. But Embroid Me, they're in Doral, they're on 79th Avenue, between 25th and 36th. They've done a lot of my shirts, my, uh,
great to
yeah,
know.
yeah. This particular shirt that I have on, they actually did it for me. So they've done a couple, I would say about a dozen shirts now that I have, and my hats, and they have some of these advertising items, that the giveaways that you're able to. All right, now, what methods are you going to use to market or launch your business or announce the grand opening of your business? Now, this is a word that I've been using now for the last 30 to 60 days. And it dawned on me one day. I'm saying, why haven't I been sharing this with the agents, with the new agents, about launching and announcing their grand opening? Well, that's what, if you're listening to me and you're a new agent and you're thinking, okay, what am I going to do? Well, think of it as your grand opening. Now, think of any company that is out there that is opening up, any retail store, any fast food place, restaurant, dealers, whatever it is. Don't they do a grand opening? Don't they plan for a grand opening? So if those companies that they're spending thousands of dollars right now to open up any business, it's over $50,000, I would say. Any franchise, any type of business, even to open up a food truck, it costs you over $25,000-$30,000. Now, do you think that announcing and branding is important for those businesses? So if it is important for those businesses, why wouldn't it be important for your real estate business? Because again, perhaps you're not thinking of this and you don't have the business mindset mentality. So launch your business, reset, begin again, and relaunching your business. Now, how would you do that? Through phone calls, texting, SMS, through WhatsApp, video announcements. On this, you could look into KV Core videos or other types of platforms, but KV Core does have within the CRM a way to create videos and have them distributed through the KV Core through your CRM. 5 mail outs. Okay, doing mail outs to those that you want to target. Social media. And here, image, give me a second, because I had my assistant prepare this for me, so just give me a second. See what it is. All right, she put image. Actually, it should be email. Okay, so email. So these are where you're going to advertise or how you're going to announce your grand opening. So these are some of the ideas, and there may be other ideas out there, but I just selected 7 of them. Now, what message are you going to share? Okay. For example, what is going to be your unique business proposition? Or what makes you different than the thousands of other agents out there who are competing for your business? Okay. For myself, early on, when I started this business, it became the family realtor for life, committed to customer service excellence. For 20 plus years, that has been my tagline, the family realtor for life. Now, what is your tagline? What are you being, what makes you unique? What's going to make you unique as part of your brand and as part of your message when you communicate with people over the next 5, 10, 15, or 20 plus years? Okay. It's important to think about this. All these things that I'm sharing, they're vital to launching your business or relaunching it. So what message are you going to share? Define who your target audience is going to be. This is another thought. In other words, who are you going to target? Who's going to be your market? Homeowners, investors, first-time buyers, renters. Are you going to specialize in single-family homes, condos, or townhouses? Are you going to, what's going to be the demographics? Single people, families, generation. Here's something that I put together for all of you. So are you going to target the baby boomers, those that were born between 1955 and 1964, the Gen X between 1965 and 1980, the millennials from 1981 to 2000, or the Gen Z, those that were born between 2001 and 2020? Who's going to be your target market? It's important that you have a niche. This business is created on niche marketing. I know Carlos. Carlos, you are creating yourself a niche with land sale where you're at. You moved over to Port Charlotte. And I may be mistaken, might not be Port Charlotte. So forgive me, Carlos, if that's, where is it that you're living at, Carlos?
Yeah, it's Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte.
I'm
Okay.
located a little bit south in Punta Gorda, but I'm
Okay, Punta
gonna
Gorda.
start
Okay.
servicing Port Charlotte and Tampa, Naples area as well. So
Okay,
that's
great.
gonna be my unique value proposition as well.
Okay, cool. All right, so Carlos, he's had some success. He's been able to put some transactions together on selling land, and that's a niche that he's carved out for himself. And again, this business is about niches. I know Ayala. Ayala is carving out a great business with investors. She's working with lots of investors. Myself, I've always worked with the first-time home buyers. That was my specialty, for the first 15 years of my business. Now my business has transitioned a little bit. Now I'm leaning more, I'm looking for more listings, and what I do is I focus on listings more than I focus on buyers. But again, what is your niche? What is going to be your target? You could throw an umbrella, or you could throw a canopy, a big and wide canopy, but at the end of the day, you really want to create a niche for yourself. Identify with condos, new construction, whatever it is. There's so many areas of this business that you could carve a niche out for yourself. Okay, so make yourself unique as to what you do. So again, what are you going to specialize in? In other words, your niche: sellers, buyers, investors, commercial, multifamily, move up buyers, downsize sellers, senior citizens, luxury market. Again, all niches. Okay. So it's important that you do this. Now, create systems for your business. That's another thought. Creating systems for your business. Make a decision as to what your business schedule is going to be and what you're going to do with the hours you're going to invest in your business. So it's important. Again, we're talking about business scheduling. What does your business schedule look like? Number one. Number two, do you have a schedule? Or do you just get up and off you go? And come 6, 7 o'clock, you look back at your day. What did I do? What did I accomplish? Do you have a planner? Yala, share your experience about when you joined our office and that and the few conversations that we had. One of the things that I introduced you to was a planner. Could you share your story? And what has it done for your business?
Yes, because when I started by myself. Then I started reading the book that you
A little bit louder, Yala, a little bit louder. I could hardly hear you.
It's better now.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Computer. So when I started in the office, I started by myself. Then I talked to you a couple of times. You advised me to read the book that is for me is amazing. The Millionaire Real Estate. that book really, is good to start your business, the levels that they show there. Then I was working with my partners with Irelis, which is the best buyer agent that I know. Then I hired a transaction coordinator. Now I have a couple of people more working with me. And I have been following what you told me about, the 20% rule and how to manage the time. Because I think that the most important is about the people that you have on your team, because you can grow by yourself. And also how you manage your time on focusing in your business, like try to, grow everything that you're doing.
Awesome. And in regards to the planner, to the planner that I introduced you to, could you
Yeah.
talk about that?
I have it with me because I use it, to schedule my day. Also, as you advise me on Sundays, I try to plan my next week. Then I use it. I use my planner all the time. I put my notes, everything that needs to be done, the priorities, everything.
She loves her planner so much that I offered her early in the year, because I took a little bit longer this year in ordering the planner, and I ended up stuck with one that I hate, and she got the nice one, and I offered her, double the money of what she paid for hers, and she wouldn't take me on. That's how much she loved it. So
I love the calendar, but I also love the book. That book.
all right, now let's talk about goals. Your goal number one needs to be building your database to 200, 250 people as soon as possible. Okay. So again, if you're looking to start your business or relaunch your business, what does your database look like? Okay. Until you put it this way, some of the experts or some of the people that have trained me, and again, I don't want to mention them anymore. Most of you already know who they are, but they say if you don't have a database, you're technically not in business. Again, if you don't have a database, you're not in business. So what does that mean? That means that you need to look at what you currently have, and you need to get it to 200, 250 people as soon as possible. And those that are in your database, what you're looking for is gold or solid gold information. I'll repeat it again. Gold information is name, phone number, email address, or mailing address. 3 of the 4 is gold. Solid gold is 4. All 4 of those contact information. Name, phone number, email address, and mailing address. Why? Because the moment that you have solid gold, now your level of communications are more, you're able to increase them, and you're able to have diverse and different ways of communicating with them and getting your message, getting in front of these people as you build your business and as you look for customers. Okay. Goal number 2 is how to communicate to it and what to communicate to it. For example, your script or message. So what is your scripts? What is the message? What is it that you're looking to communicate to your database? I recommend always come from value, come from contribution. Okay. Now, starting in the summer, maybe around June, I would say after Memorial Weekend, or maybe after 4th of July, I'm going to be sharing something that I have from my previous company called the Bold Laws, something about bold laws, which is from mindset. Okay. One of the mindset thoughts and an affirmation. So it's not only a mindset, it's going to be an affirmation. And I would say they're about 30 plus. Okay. So I will set it, I will put it on WhatsApp, 1 a day. But one of them is come from contribution. Okay. When you speak to anyone, come from contribution. Here's another one. Here's another thought. Be of added value. Add value to those that you do life with, those that you come into contact with. Be of added value. So come from contribution and add value to everyone that you come into contact with. And you'll see how your business will thrive and grow in the long run. Here's another thought to launch your business or relaunch. Plan and schedule the trainings you're going to invest in. And what I mean is time and money. Okay. So it's great that all of you are listening to this training, but this training is an hour, hour and a half. What I mean is look at your calendar, look at a training that is going to cost you time and is going to cost you money. What I mean by that, 1-day conference, 2-day conferences, 3-day conferences. The reason for that is I guarantee that when you go to a conference that costs you time and money, extended time and money, you're going to get a lot out of it, being that you're there. You better take advantage of it, because if not, you lost time and you lost money. Okay. Otherwise, a training like this, or if you go to a 1 or 2 hour training, if the guy in front of you is big-headed and muy cabezón, if the person that's sitting next to you is too loud, if the stage where you're at, or the speaker doesn't connect with you, you just turn them off and you go about your day. You're there for 1 or 2 hours. You have either breakfast, lunch, or whatever it is that they're offering, and off you go. You turn them off, but did you really do anything? Did you get anything out of it? However, if you invest money in training conferences and seminars, then you're going to get a lot. I cannot tell you how much money that I've spent and how many conferences and seminars that I have been to. Okay. Here's another thought. Make a decision to get involved with some sort of coaching, accountability, mastermind groups, or mentoring. Okay. All these are going to add value to your business, to yourself. Okay. Not only to yourself, but now what you're going to bring to the table. So I joined the Brian Buffini coaching again this year, and they have a small mastermind group, about 10 plus people. They've been meeting for a long time, and they meet on the third Thursday of the month. I have it on my calendar. tomorrow morning at 10:30. I'm going to be sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts in Davie with a bunch of realtors that I just saw them for the first time last month. I'm going out of my way to, I'm going to make my get out of my comfort zone to build again relationships, number one, but number two, to get in a mastermind group and see what else is going out there. Because if I just stay here in Canvas or with the agents that I know, I might be missing on ideas or thoughts. So this is important. This is one way to relaunch and to launch your business again. Get involved with coaching with me or any other coach, again, for accountability, mastermind groups, or mentor. Here's a big one. Join a volunteer organization to meet and network with people. Our business is about people, and our business is about contacts. Real estate is a contact sport. So how do you get to meet people? Is by you going to where there's people and volunteer, give of your time, give a little bit of your time and work and meet with people, okay? And network with people. Go to networking groups. That's a great way to build your business. Again, it's about meeting people who are in the real estate industry or not. If they're not in the real estate industry, then get their contact information, put them on your database, and off you go. Here's a great one. If there's one thing that I did, that I have done over the last 20 years, that I'm still reaping the benefits of it, it is I joined a Toastmasters club. Toastmasters is an organization, I don't know how long they've been around. I will venture to say easily over 50 plus years. And this is an organization that they meet depending on the chapter that you get involved with. They either meet once a week or once every other week. So this is a group of professionals, group of individuals, just people who are looking to improve their lives and looking to improve their communication skills, their presentation and listening skills. They meet for about an hour and 50 minutes. I guarantee that if you go to one meeting of a Toastmaster, you're going to see more things happen in an hour's worth of time, an hour, hour 15, an hour and a half time, that your mind is going to explode saying, wow, this is what organization is. This is, I need this. I need to be more organized, because within an hour, hour and a half, you're going to have 6, 7 people speaking. Times are being kept. People are being evaluated. Subjects are being thrown. And there's going to be someone that's in charge of a meeting from start to finish. I challenge each and every one of you that Google Toastmasters organization or Toastmasters club. Go to one of them. Just experience it and get back to me. Give me the feedback if what I'm saying now is not true regarding how this, being a member of a Toastmasters club, how it will improve your communication, your presentation, and listening skills. For me, it was about the listening skills. How many of you have been in a meeting and you're talking to someone and you're waiting for them to finish in order for you to share their thought, for you to share your thought? That you're there in person, but you're not really in the moment. Well, I'll tell you, my personal relationships with my family and with my customers and with anyone have went from a 5 or a 6 to an 8 or a 9 in a matter of a couple of years. Why? Because now I listen, I'm in the moment, and then I respond. Okay. So if you want to improve in your relationships, trust me, this is for you, the Toastmasters Club. And by the way, it's not going to break the bank. The membership to join a Toastmasters club is your investment of time, and the money is about $120, $150 for 6 months. Trust me, you're going to get more out of that investment than the cost that you invest in. Here's another thought. Work renters to build your future first-time home buyers list. So if you're looking to work and to build your database and to build your future home buyers, I recommend that you work with first-time home buyers. Number one, it is one way to get to, to increase your learning curve. Okay. I tell the agents that I coach is think about your real estate career as you're climbing a mountain. And it is only when you're on the other side of the mountain, when you're on your way down, is that you are in momentum. Now, the momentum is going to come based on the interactions that you have with customers and individuals. Okay. For some, it may be 5, 10, 15, 20, but until you're not on the other side of the mountain, you're not going to be in momentum. So one way to do that and an opportunity for you to earn quick money is working with renters. Okay. So this is a great way to build your business. Here's another thought, and here's a big aha. Properties right now, people are not selling and people are not buying. Or better said, very few transactions happen. Guess what the market of the moment is? Renters. People looking to rent their properties and people looking to lease properties. So if you want to get into some quick money, this is the market of the moment. Myself personally, I'm going to be launching a small team, and we're going to work the renters business for the next 2 to 3 months until something turns around in this business at a high level. I have some thoughts and some ideas, and I'm going to reach out to some of the agents that I've worked with as part of the success team, and we're going to play this game at a high level, the renters market at a high level. Do open houses as many as you can. I cannot tell you how many transactions or how many customers have that I've done business with that I've met at open houses. Again, the name of the game is follow. Okay, those open houses, you have to have a system. Okay, I've shared before and some of my trainings doing an open house at a 7 level. Iala she was part of one of my trainings of doing a 7 level open house. Iala, speak about that as to what it was that you learned during that training that I did.
Yes, I have been doing that. Like the first, what it happens, like the 3 hours every Saturday has worked very well. Also, to put the property on the market on Thursday. Like I have like for this week, for example, I have my listing prepared, but I'm gonna get a live tomorrow. Then that's the way that I will have everyone to go on Saturday. But to distribute the flyers on the day before, to have a really nice open house, talk to people, have the information about the property. Everything has worked so well with our open houses that most of the time we get offers with just one day, just the open house, and we get the offers that we want. But it's really worked. I have your 7 level open house here, and I always follow where you touch me, like lo que me enseñaste. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ayala. So here's the top producer from our office that she's sitting here in this training. And one Saturday I was here. She, it wasn't by design, but I was doing the workshop like I'm doing this Saturday. And she said, "Oh, this is a great topic. and her and one of her team members or two of her team members, they were here, and now they've taken, open houses was part of their business plan and the part of their business strategy, but now they took it to another level based on some of the ideas and some of the thoughts that I shared with them. And now she's just having tremendous success with it. So that's what happens during open houses. But again, the name of the game is follow-ups, getting those contacts into your database, and now you start dripping on them and you start communicating with them on a more effective basis. And Ayala, I got something for you that I haven't shared. It's an 8x8 touch, which is when you meet somebody for the first time that you put them in your CRM. And now for the next 8 weeks, once a week, you're going to be connecting with them some way, somehow. And then you turn them into a smart plan of 33 or 36 touches. So that's something that I have for you in the future. Here's another way to launch, another thought to launch and relaunch a business. Select a geographic or farming area, okay? What do I mean by that? Become the expert in your community. Where you currently live at, become the expert, become the dominating real estate agent within your community. I am one of the belief that you could dominate your neighborhood in a matter of 6 to 12 months. It doesn't matter if there's another agent or other real estate agents within your community. I guarantee you that if you outwork them, that if you outthink them, that if you outsmart them, that you will dominate your market, your geographic market, or the farming area. Why? Because most agents, they're not consistent. They don't have habits, and they just don't do it on a regular basis. But if you're disciplined, if you have habits, and you're committed to the process, the farming process, then you will be the dominating agent in your geographic or farming area. Now, you want to start small because, again, it costs money and it's going to take time. So I would recommend anywhere between 200 to 300, 500 homes maximum until you start getting, until you start producing and you start, making inroads in that community. Then you could expand it. Then you could increase it to 100 more, 200 more. It's really going to depend on your budget. But you want to start with a couple hundred homes, 200 to 300 homes, okay? You want to get your name out there. You want to go out and meet the people, and you want to, start mailing out to them. You want to put door hangers on them. Actually, that's one thing I failed to mention. Door hangers, very key component to your business, to launching your business. Yet order some door hangers, okay? Branding your business, all right? So door hangers are great for geographic or farming area. Now, there's an agent that just started in our office, and we're going to be working a small community next to where she lives. She happens to live in a gated community, which is frowned on, or it's, I don't recommend that you farm a gated community because there's restrictions and there's laws about no solicitation. So you could get yourself in hot waters. So this is one of the things that I could expand on in my workshop about a geographic or farming area. But bottom line is, she lives here in Miami Lakes, and we're going to select a small neighborhood where there's a couple hundred homes, and we're going to start farming that area. But we're going to do it as a team, me and her as partners. Okay, so this is important. Become your neighborhood specialist, which is part of what I was sharing. Partner with other agents. A thought that, again, Ayala, she's built our teams. Myself, I have worked with many agents. I've worked with Aaron and many agents as part of the success team. And I'm still looking to build those relationships with other agents. So partner with other agents, work as a team. If you're a new agent, one of the best things that you could do is find an agent, another agent that's compatible with you and work together. Here in our office over the past couple months, it was counterproductive because the story I'm going to share, it worked against us, but I'm happy because it's working out. So there's a agent here, Vanessa, that she started last year, which I sold a property to her father, to her parents. So I listed the property and sold them a property, and she became a real estate agent, and I introduced her and she was here. Now we had another agent that joined our office last year. Her name was Nikki, and I put them together to work together. And guess what? They built some synergy. They connected with each other. They're working together as a team, but unfortunately, they left our office a couple of weeks ago for A, B, or C reason, but it's okay. I'm glad that I was able to put them together, connect them together for them to work and work as a team. So if you're a new agent, or even if you're a seasoned agent, working with other agents as a team could be very profitable to you. Now, planning your trainings and plan your trainings and complete all of your basic trainings. This is a must if you're going to be successful in your real estate business and launching your real estate business or relaunching. You need to plan out your trainings. So we give every single agent an action plan. Within that action plan, there's the trainings for the MLS, the Matrix 101, 201, 301, 401, so on and so forth. The dot loop, okay? Learn and review all of the contracts. Learn the dot loop system, how to send contracts, how to get them electronically authorized. But a key is learning and reviewing all the contracts. Number 4, learn and use your database, your CRM from Artec. Learn the ins and outs from Artec. I am doing stuff in Artec that I am sure, I'm almost certain that 90+% of agents within Canvas itself are not doing. I'm sending text with images. I'm sending bulk emails. I'm reviewing, I got customers that they're receiving communications from me that I'm able to see what they're looking at, that they're looking for properties. Again, I'm using Artec at a high level. So you could do the same thing. But it takes for you to learn and use. First of all, it takes for you to build a database. And after you build your database, then you work out your plan, your game plan, your touches, your 8x8. I have a smart plan for sale by owners that I put them into the CRM, and I'm dripping to them on a regular basis until their property is sold or if they unsubscribe. And even if they're unsubscribed, it doesn't matter because I have other ways of communicating with them. I mail out to them. I visit them in person. I send them a text from my phone. I can't communicate from the Artec because they unsubscribe me, but that they haven't unsubscribed me from my personal text messages. So again, I highly stress that you learn the ins and outs from the CRM and from Artec. Number 5, use a third-party database. What do I mean by that? Again, this is a cost of doing business. I joined the Brian Buffini program. It's a cost, but they have a database that now you're able to do different things within their database. I use their database to do mail outs because Artec doesn't allow to do mail merge unless you do the mail outs from within the system with their company. But guess what? With the third-party company that I have a part of my database in there, and I'm able to do mail merges. I'm able to print the letters and the envelopes from the data from their platform. Okay, so this is what's called third-party databases, and there's a couple of different ones out there. Now, I want to share something else here, which is I tell the agents, the new agents, and if you haven't heard me say this before, make a note of this. When you join the real estate business, or when you got your real estate license, you basically enrolled in the real estate university with an opportunity to earn a paycheck. Okay. Why do I say that? Because I could tell you 20 plus years in this business, I still learn every day from my transactions. Why? Because everyone's different and every single transaction is different. So you're always learning. Again, one of the 6 personal perspectives, make learning based your action plan. Okay. So for the new agents, you basically enrolled in the real estate university with an opportunity to earn a paycheck. Another way for you to grow your business and for you to launch your business, read good real estate business books and books on sales. You are in the sales business. Therefore, you need to read, you need to go to seminars and conferences regarding sales. Okay. So here's a couple. Okay. Something happened here, but maybe it's at the end of the presentation. Right. We'll get back on this one, the previous one about the books to read. Create goals and write. You want to have written goals. Okay. There's a system that I have called SMART goals. There's a system that I have called GPS, which is creating goals short term within 3 months at a time. It's called a 1-3-5 or GPS. That means that you have one goal or small goals, 3 goals with 5 strategies. That is an exercise that I use with the agents that start this business. So get in the habit of creating goals. I've shared this before, create your personal branded logo. This is another way, another important thing for you to do to launch or relaunch your business. Brand a branded logo. I'm going to put you on the spot, each and every one of you. Iala, you have a logo for your business and for your team.
No, I just
Okay.
I'm using the-
Carlos, do you have a logo for yourself?
No.
Aaron, do you have a logo for your?
Okay.
yourself?
It's a double-edged response. I do and I don't. I've been working on one, but I haven't completed it yet. There's
Okay.
this app called Canva, which I recommend everyone, and it's great for business cards, great for everything, and that's related to what we do. But I have it on there. Just I haven't completed it because I'm not really happy with it, but I am working on it. I've been working on it for far too long. I haven't completed it.
All right, great. So get it finished. So here, if you're looking at my presentation, you can see on the lower right-hand corner, Success Coaching Group. That's my logo. I invert this logo with different things. I have my personal one. I have the ones that I use for the agents that are part of my team and also for the coaching. So, you know, it's a logo that I've created and I use it. So I've been using it now for a couple of years. Very important. Here's another thought or idea to launch and relaunch your business. Write out your scripts. You need to have scripts for text messaging. You need to have scripts for your emails. You need to have scripts for mailing, for your letters that you're going to mail. You need to have scripts when you're speaking with your customers, when you're approaching, when you're following up. Again, scripts is your dialogue. It's what you're going to use to communicate basically on a regular basis. And it needs to be very similar, okay? Because every conversation, you know, at the end of the day, this is what a script is, okay? A script is a way for you to control the conversation. Now, your scripts need to be laid out question-based, okay? So here's a thought. Be question-based. Ask open-ended questions. Limit the questions of yes and no that require yes and no answers. You want to ask questions that are open-ended. John Maxwell wrote a book. It's called Good Leaders Ask Good Questions. Okay? Or better said, great leaders ask good questions. Okay, that's how important it is to be question-based. So, and your scripts have questions, and when you speak, then kind of have, it is to lead the conversation back to your goal and assessing where that individual is at. So scripts is one of your best friends and one of your best partners. Practice your scripts on a regular basis. I recommend that you have, for you, Iala, you have a team. There's no reason why you and your team cannot practice your scripts and your dialogues. This is an exercise and it doesn't take long. And what you need to do is 15, 20 minutes, half an hour max, even during your team meetings, you could practice the scripts and that is, whatever the message, whatever the business plan is, of your team, then have them practice these scripts. And again, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you don't have to make this an hour's worth of time, okay? And it is just a way for you to get in that business mindset as you launch your day, as your team gets on their way. Here's another thought and idea. Create and practice your listing and buyer presentation. Every agent needs to have a listing and buyer presentation, okay? And again, this is part scripted. My buyer presentation is sitting here in the office that any agent is welcome to it. Basically is a 2-page sheet. It's called the pathway to becoming the purchasing pathway. And I just go, it's 10 points, very simple, very to the point, but that is designed that within half an hour, 45 minutes, you could explain to a buyer what the home buying process is. And in the meantime, you could ask them the good question of what it is that you need in order to get them into the path of becoming a home. And to finalize this presentation, have a plan and execute your plan with faith and belief. You got to have faith in yourself. You got to believe that you are skilled, that you're going to make it happen, that you are going to be successful in your real estate career. But it also takes a lot of blind faith. So you have to have faith and belief in yourself. And the last one, the books to read. These are just a couple of recommendations. Okay. The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. The One Thing by Gary Keller. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Today Matters by John Maxwell. And the most important one out of all these books, the Bible. So this is my presentation regarding and how to launch and how to relaunch your business career. I would like now for each and every one of you to share 3 big ahas of anything that I have shared. And I'm going to start with the ladies, with the lady in the room, Iala.
Sorry, say again. I was just concentrating on the books because I had just have read one. I was taking a picture.
Yeah, I could hardly hear you for some reason. I don't know if.
I don't know if it's my, okay, because I don't have cameras on my computer.
Okay,
No,
all
but
right, give it a shot. All right, so 3 big ahas, Iala, from anything that I've shared.
How to set up your business, like the way to be organized, how you said for me it's very important, the CRM that you mentioned. Also, how to communicate with your leads, with your clients, the way that you should let them know that you are doing business. That's another thing. And another thing is how to conduct the business, like the quality of and the service that you should provide.
All right. Thank you so much, Iala. Carlos, Three big ahas.
Okay, so for sure, I liked how you mentioned about the CRM, the campaigns, and then the touches. So how you drip your clientele. I'm working on incorporating that, so I definitely took some notes. I liked how you also mentioned the Toastmasters Club, just for some personal and social improvements, and then how you talked about creating a logo also.
Okay, awesome. Aaron, last one up. Bring us home.
Well, the biggest one for me, what he just mentioned, the Toastmasters. You had never mentioned that before, and that's something that's really important. And it's good to know because we do a lot of speaking, and a lot of times, humanity befalls us, and we get nervous, and we get, our words start getting twisted or whatever. And we don't come through with what we want to say, like right now.
Okay.
So, it's that was the biggest one that I really, everything else, it was important as well that you mentioned, as far as the logo, as far as the farming, all that stuff we know. That's all stuff that I've heard and I know. But the biggest one is definitely the Toastmasters, and it's something that I will definitely look into.
Awesome. And by the way, they have them everywhere, so there where you're at, I know you work in South Miami, and even where you're at, Carlos, Punta Gorda, these Toastmasters club, they are all over the world. The beautiful thing about it is that you could be a Toastmaster member here in Miami, and you could go to New York and go to one of their Toastmasters meeting, or be in California and go to a Toastmasters meeting, or be overseas and attend one of the Toastmasters meetings. So that's a beautiful thing. It's a great way. It's a great way to just meet great people, and unique people, because everyone's unique there. So
Yes, sir.
all right. So I want to thank each and every one of you for investing, taking an hour and a half of your time and sharing with me during this call. And this call was recorded, so it will be going out to each and every agent. So if you have any
Thanks,
questions
Coach.
or anything, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than glad to help each and every one of you.
All
Until
right,
then,
Coach. Thank
take
you
care.
so much.
May God bless you.
Have a great day. All right. God
Thanks,
bless.
Coach. Bye bye.